Hi, my name is Drew, and I'm the owner of Highland Grains Woodworking. I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. Start a YouTube page, start making videos and putting content out there, and little DIY videos and things like that. I've been woodworking since really pretty heavily since 2018. Started with like this crescent moon swing that I made my daughter for her birthday inside of this shop, which I'll show you shortly. And there was literally nothing in here at the time. And I started with a handsaw. I had a handsaw, a jigsaw, and a drill, screw gun. That's how I started. I've always been very artistic. I grew up drawing from a very young age. I just never quite enjoyed it. And once I started woodworking, I was able to take that talent and it became tangible. And I just fell in love with it. And now I have a pretty active wood shop. It's quite chaotic right now. And I'll show you that here shortly. But like I said, I've been wanting to do these videos and stuff for a long time. And I think for me, I'm kind of a perfectionist. And it was like, well, I'll wait till I have the right equipment, nicer tools, get good at video editing, things like that. And I was like, you know what? I am making so much stuff out of the shop right now. Just go, let it evolve, be able to look back in 3, 4, 5 years to see, how far I've come. And, I do have huge dreams, and I really want to eventually do this full time. I flip houses for a living, and I do enjoy that. But, this is my dream. This is where my heart is. So I do a lot of things for our flips. I do a lot of things for people on the side. I do a lot of things for our home. Today, I'm going to get started on a washer and dryer cabinet build, kind of a custom thing. It's going to be pretty cool. So that's going to be my first video. At least I'm going to attempt to. But I thought, you know what, just go. I'm sure that most people in this position don't have the fancies of shops and tools and video editing equipment and cameras and such. So hopefully this will appeal to your, backyard, garage, DIY woodworker. But I'll take you a quick shop tour. Let's see here. So quick shop tour. This is where kind of the heart of the shop is. Like I said, it's like a double length single car garage basically. And this just had nothing in it. And I have put this thing together over the last several years, piece by piece. Most of this stuff, believe it or not, I either built, bartered, acquired. A lot of these things I did not buy. If I did, I don't have a lot of money in it. So you don't have to have a huge budget. And it just sometimes takes time. A lot of guys that go out and get loans, get all the fanciest tools. And then I see it all the time. They're selling them on Facebook Marketplace or what have you. But I found that when you do it slowly and you've got to go search for the items and, negotiate and haggle, like it means more to you. So the table saw was actually part of a payment for a walnut butcher block island top I made. It's the Fusion F1. I'm pretty happy with the saw. Maybe a little underpowered, I'm finding, but it's got incredible fence on it. It dials in very precisely, and I've really enjoyed it. It does what I need it to do. One day, I'll update and get something with a little more horsepower. Got my flip top planer for the table here, just because it's more of a room saver. And then I have my built-in router table, which I honestly don't use a whole lot. I think I'm wanting to get something more standalone. This miter station here, I actually built this out of pallets, believe it or not. Yes, that's a Ryobi chop saw, but it's what I built at the time when that was around that. I'd like to get a nice sliding miter saw, and I don't know if I'm going to incorporate it into this or just leave this as my chop saw station. But I got a bunch of drawer systems and all kinds of stuff going on. I recently picked up, I've been wanting one of these, a radial arm saw, for a long time. I got a really good deal on this, and that kind of took place of needing a sliding miter saw. But it's still something I'd like to have. I got my my drill press over here, my joiner. The only thing I really don't have that I kind of need is a bandsaw, and I don't want to just get like a little tabletop. I'd like to get the Laguna 14-inch I don't have that yet, but that's coming. And I'd love to have, obviously, a belt sander just to speed things up. But, you know, for now, I get by just fine. And then over here is kind of my assembly station. You know, this is where I cut large panels and stuff. And it's just mostly woodworking stuff in here, but it's just kind of a catch-all. And again, I've just been moving stuff around and, you know, doing what I can as I can. A lot of stuff I probably need to get rid of. I got this really cool industrial air filter fan kind of thing that came out of a restaurant. So I set up like a little paint booth over here that works really well. You know, ultimately my dream is, I just built these doors on here, so I had a garage door that just didn't quite function right. That's a bunch of stuff I got to get rid of. Couldn't ever lift it. Now I've got double doors. I can get big stuff in here. It's already been a game changer. We got chickens. The wife likes to put the stuff in here for the chickens. So ultimately, my dream is to build a really large shop, insulated, heated, cooled. And that is a huge issue for me. So that's a really big issue for me right now, is in the wintertime. I've had some fiascos from, you know, getting the shop nice and warm in here. And then I would build something and, you know, then turn the heat off, come out, and the cold weather just wreaks havoc. So I need something that's weather, or rather temperature controlled. And I'm going to get there. I really am. You know, so you guys get to join me for the journey. I do have, actually, I've got this really nice wood stove now, so I don't have to use a big tube heater anymore. And a great way to get rid of scraps, so that's cool. But, you know, this is my first video. I'm launching my YouTube page. You know, join me for the journey. I can't wait to hear everybody's feedback. I love to learn. And, you know, I accept any type of praise or criticism, just anything that can make me better. But you guys are going to get to see my journey, and, you know, maybe in 3, 4, 5 years, I'll be a Jay Bates, or, you know, some of these other guys that I really admire, that have a really cool operation. Now I think a lot of these guys have moved towards mostly content, which is fine. We soak it up. We love it. This is a woodworking shop, though. A lot of stuff's happening in here. This is my side hustle right now. So it's never going to be super clean. It's never going to be very organized. But like I said, you'll get to see it evolve, hopefully as I evolve. And I'm really excited to have you guys here. So as they say, like, subscribe, and share, and enjoy the ride.